Here's some big pick slash dive tools that we already talked about. So for KC, Targamas is going to lock in Renata. Interesting draft.
I like things on objectives being traded across the map. And as our teams do this, I want to remind people of how these teams... Ooh, I might not have time for that, as KC have set their sights onto Jojo.
And it's a flash handshake. It's not going to connect, though, from Targamas. He still gets some damage across the auto. So important as Vladi sets up with a perfect execution and a perfect balance. For bot sometime soon, right? Or excuse me, rather, Elyoya. Yike is hovering. Elyoya's coming for a dangerous path. Jojo's coming over a ward as well. They know a gang's happening, but Targamas is almost dead before the play starts. Arrow at melee range won't get much of a stun as MKOI are there in front of Kalist, who flashes away, Seismic shoved down, and even though he'll be bailed out, there's no reset on the horizon. Yike has to abandon the play, and Koi find the double that they sought out.
Off the back of that, giving Jojo a much-needed kill, and handing a kill over to Super as well.
Oh, God hasn't really gone anywhere off the back of it. I mean, 500 in the lead.
Vladi.
Kills are important, as you said, as Vladi's going to set up for one of his own onto Kana and Mirwin. Getting involved in their lane. Shuriken Flip doesn't connect, but at least the damage does. Vladi secures it. Kana gets...
All the ultis are up.
For the hostile takeover, the arrow, as you said, comes out, but the dragon is smoten down as Kalist is just yaunched on by Super and Jojo. He didn't even get a chance. The dive, the burst, the pick. Time being, Seismic Shove connects and sets up for some good poke damage, but Vladi's okay for now. Jojo tries to clear the wave, but that was mega clean from Vladi. He's not going to take the Shuriken Flip back in. He takes his ulti out because more members of Koi are coming up.
Yeah, he wisely recognizes the collapse that's falling. I think it should be. The anticipation is building.
Oh,
it is!
But then again, it was about the journey. You know, if the Eagles just came through in the first movie, we wouldn't have gotten 3 of them.
Quite right.
And, you know, I wouldn't have...
Again, you said don't start you, and you're starting on the Eagles, so let's...
I cried so much at Lord of the Rings, man.
Let's look at it. Looks like that's going to be the game plan for now. Oh, actually, maybe they're looking for a play onto Kana. He's out of position here.
It's a nice ulti from Kana, though, to get out before he gets in. And now, with Lacerate, he gets some distance as Sterix Gage comes in and try to get him under Tara, but no cigar. Super has to ulti in, but Kana's still healthy enough. Q's out. He's going to get bailed out, but still dead. And we're going to make sure of that one. Well, Koi's die eventually works out, but KC on the run. Teleport defensively. Koi are going to have 5 members. KC still thinking about it. Can we? Can't we? Benny, what do you think?
I think that it's a very difficult play to force. In fact, KC may be the ones overextending.
Maybe they are. Vladi's the first port of engage. He's Seismic Shoved. He's kept in place. He's bailed out, but no execution. Yike as well. As Quiet punished the over-aggression. KC thought, oh yeah, we'll give it a crack, but you're not Dagda. Indeed, KC falling at the whim, blown apart. A massive mistake from our first stand finalist.
It's an ace for Koi. Just like that, they've blown the game wide open. It felt like after getting that pick, getting the Artican on the top
Launch him into control in this game. They're not letting this go. They want to fight once again, and Alvaro sets it up with a dredge line. Vladi's coming from a flank, but Targamas is burning the midnight oil. Down and down he'll go with Super. Finds Kalist in backline. The international AD carry is no more, and Super reigns again. He finds his target, and now for KC, they'll find nothing but Kaufman with nail, 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 and Yike, the final one through the heart of it all, will drop as well.
Alvaro has landed so many crucial hooks.
He pokes him out. Yike still trying to play it sneaky.
I see you!
Dredge line not going to connect though. Yike is just going to walk this out for now, but Jojo, all he needs is a seismic shove, set down the rocks, and ulti set out from Yike to survive, but he's dead in an instant. Dredge line not going to connect.
Baron is going to be uncontested, I feel.
Yep.
No smite, no stealing options. A dragon, sorry, a tower, I should say, on the other side, and now they've set their sights onto Vladi.
They have indeed. He tried to just get deep in the way. I'm not sure what he's doing here, in fact. His depth charge will make it an easy connection. Seismic shove makes it a bounce house, and all in all, Vladi just gets erupted by Jojo. He's had a good lane in both games, granted the matchup, but Jojo is showing a little bit more class here today in Game 2 as Koi now moved to 7K.
What a turnaround play from Koi. It feels as though KC have just been punishing the mistakes of Koi in this series, but finally, Koi were the ones to punish the overextension of KC. The bravado that they were playing with ends up being shut down, and now with this Baron, Koi sailing high with the wind in their sails, looking to secure another tower.
I did not know boats could be crewed by fish. And again, we've learned a lot of things here today. And not only can he...
limited. Another tower falls. Getting so much value out of this Baron. The Red Bull Baron power play.
Easy take. And I am glad to say, it looks like we're going to get our second game 3. Oh, but Yike, as he tries to drag midway, is playing with fire himself. He runs into Mew, and I'm not sure if he knew he was in there, but Arrow buys him some time, and Yike is going to run for his life, but yes, he is indeed dead. Baron is up, and that's going to be a freebie.
I mean,
it wasn't already.
That was very questionable. All right, well, the outcome of that is that will be an uncontested Baron for Koi. I guess you can say that KC securing that bot tier 2 is at the very least something. But now with this Baron, that should be enough to allow for MKOI to begin their siege and look to try and end this game.
Surely 10k in Baron.
Sure.
That's enough of a lead. You'll love a fight. No more passive League of Legends. Let's get it. All right, Mirwin on the flank, sees Kana, Kana sees Mirwin. That's done and dusted. 4v4 through the river as Vladdy finds an angle onto Super. Remember, they're 10k gold down, and Super shows it to Targamas. Jumping in, Vladdy does a good job, as Kana's ulti's not too bad itself, but maybe it is just a wallet dip in the end. It would look good if they were even, but KC way too far behind. All Hail Marys thrown out, and now game 3, we're well on the way.
I mean, Super just makes it so difficult for Vladdy to find any assassination attempt. The moment that Vladdy found the flank, Super dotted to the other side of the team fight, creating so much space between him and Vladdy, allowing him to get that kill onto Kalist. They lock down Vladdy, get the kill onto him, and they're looking to bring us to game 3.
And we're starting to get an answer. We ask, can fish climb walls? Well, if they are blue, they sure as well can try. We're going to a game 3 after one massive team fight. That was a slow burner, but Koi got the fight in them here. They try and get revenge for winter playoffs.
Koi will find their first win of the